Hey guys, welcome back to another video this week. I hope you guys are doing well, and this week I wanted to share with you Traveler's Notebook, Traveler's Company notebook cover collection, and also wanted to provide an update of the paint job that I did myself. I think it might have been 6 months ago, but I need to double check that to see when I first posted on Instagram because I don't remember. But I wanted to update the paint job, let you guys know how it went, the wear and tear of it, the different types of paints I used. So let's get right into it. So this one is my camel, and I painted some stripes on it, and I also painted my passport size camel. So if you haven't seen that video, I will link it down below or up there so you can check it out if you're interested in painting yours. But I wanted to start off sharing with you the covers that I have before I get into the setup of this one and why I'm in this notebook cover right now. So let me get that. I have to say it's not a lot, but it is a few. I think I'm saying that for a lot of my things that I collect. I don't like to be like completely massively over collector, but anyways, so I also painted the passport version of this. This is probably the most patinaed one I have, just because I used it as a wallet a few years ago and I loved it. I used it as a sketchbook and everything. And I think I might have a setup of this from years ago. I don't remember, but I painted this one recently, probably a week after I painted these ones. But yeah, so I painted this one. And then the next one is my black passport. This one is still the original Midori stamp here before they got bought out, or before they merged Traveler's Company with Midori. I don't know. Sorry, I know like I should know this, but I haven't looked into it. So, but yeah, I just have like a few charms on here. Baumkuchen charm and the Traveler's Factory charm, I think, that I bought this in Japan at the airport, so it's, I don't know, it's extra special to me. And then I just have like initial for my first name. So yeah, I love this. I used it as my morning pages. You know, I took a lot of pictures of this. I really love this. It's really like, it's the softest one I have. I just have like, I just keep some like random notebooks and inserts in here. Or it's just because I don't have any place to put them. So yeah, that's my black one, and it's so soft. I just love this one. Like the texture is completely different. This one is more like smooth and and more stiff, I guess. There's no cushiness to it, but this black leather is a little bit thicker and it's more cushier. I feel like more supple, definitely a lot more supple. And I have not oiled these or anything, so just letting you know, I haven't used any like leather conditioner or anything like that. And then the next one is this brown standard one that I painted as well. And this is also the original Midori stamp. And again, I just keep a really old journal in here, like, and I really like enjoyed using this for journaling and collaging, which I did a whole bunch, which I shared in the past. But there's also a lot of like, you know, private information for myself in there, like, you know, so it's, yeah. So that's why I also wanted to move into here, but I'll get into that later. I know I'm kind of like going all over the place, but last one I have is the olive green here. This is the Traveler's Notebook stamp, not the Midori. I'm so glad I got this when it came out because it's so hard to get it now, and I basically have used this as a sketchbook, but I don't have a rule like which one I use it for. Like I was just doing some like sketches in here, so yeah, I don't know. But I don't know, kind of fell off of that. But yeah, I love this olive, and that's all I have. I just have the brown, the olive, 2 camels, and the black. And I was thinking I should get the blue one, but I don't think I love it enough to get it. I'm really a warm tone kind of person, but I also like the black, so I really don't know. The blue looks so amazing, so I can't promise I won't ever get it, but not right now for sure, because I don't use my Travelers Company covers as often as I should, so I'm holding off on that. So now, fast forward, before I move on, I forgot I had this Traveler's notebook that I bought in Japan. I used this specifically only for my trip to Japan that I took about 4 years ago, or was it 3? But yeah, I completely forgot about this because I have it like tucked away in my little shelf, and I just had to share with you guys. You know, I have like a bunch of like maps in here, ticket stubs, and just basically the hotel I stayed at, train tickets, loft receipts, where I bought so much stationery, which is pretty fun to look back at, even though I can't read anything. But yeah, like this was so fun. I was really into, what is this? I was really into like using the Traveler's Notebook for traveling. Too bad that we can't right now, but this was the Kobe beefsteak restaurant that we went to. I think we stopped at Kobe Station just to get that, or Kobe City, or the town. This was like a temple or a garden or something like that, but I just thought I had to include this one in my collection video. So that's the Traveler train. This is the one you can only get at Tokyo Station, I believe. I don't know if they changed that, but yeah, this was hard to get at the time, and I was glad I was able to pick this up at the Tokyo station, I guess. So that's that, and let's continue the video. I was so inspired to just start painting it, customizing it, because I see a lot of people, you know, customizing their TNs, you know, some people painted it, and I wanted to try to customize it because it just felt a little plain to me, especially this is pretty substantial size, like to have a lot of, I don't know, I just wanted to like break up the spacing, the negative space. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I feel like adding the stripes really adds to it. It doesn't like take away from the rectangular shape, and it just adds to it. But anyways, that's just my opinion. And I just have a Superior Labor try on here and a clip, Superior Labor, which I love it. And I feel like it goes really well together. And you can see I just painted it over, and yeah, so basically I did record the process of painting this cover, which is the same process I used for this one, and if you're interested, please check it out. I will link it right there above and probably below, but yeah, it's the same thing. I just did a white stripe, and I used washi tape to kind of like map out where I wanted it to be. So that's that. And regarding the paint, so I talked about like, you know, what paint to use and everything. And I also have an update on Instagram of more, I don't know if, I can't remember if I think I put more like pictures about the paint I was using, but I can't remember. But yeah, so I will put the image, but for painting leather, yes, so go back to my video where I painted this one. I put some like instructions and tips on there. I'm not a professional leather painter, so just putting that out there. Paint at your own discretion. But for this one, this I use acrylic, just normal acrylic paint. And also for the white one. But there's different layers and layers you need to do to make sure it doesn't really crack. But if you're using normal acrylic paint, it will eventually start to wear. So it's the spine, so this weared like this. So I just wanted to share the update here, and this is, I think, after about 6 months or something like that. But it started way before, like maybe like 3 months, 2 months. But it also depends how often you use it. And I was in and out of it. So yeah, so basically if you use specific or specialized leather paint, then you should not be getting this. But I knew this would happen, and you know what? I didn't have the leather paints at a time, so I just went with this normal acrylic paint, and did it by very thin layers. Again, you had to be very, very careful in particular in adding layers, because the paint needs to absorb into the leather, and you have to do it layer by layer so that when it's absorbed into the leather, it will less likely be cracking on the layer of paint, if that makes sense. And then for this one, I bought leather. I bought this specific leather acrylic paint at Michael's. I can put the picture there for you. Again, the information is all on my Instagram highlights, where I showed like what paint I was using. But this one I used leather paint, which is acrylic paint specialized for leather. And on this one, and if you can see, it did not crack at all. It's very flexible. It got absorbed into the leather, and there's more elasticity in the paint, and because it was made for leather. So this one did not crack. So word of advice, don't go with normal acrylic if you don't want it to wear at all, but you can use specific paint for leather. And for the green one, I used normal acrylic, but you don't see a lot of cracking because maybe I didn't add that much thick of a layer as these ones, or I didn't use it as often. But it depends on the leather. Painting on Swedish like leather with a lot of texture on it, like this is kind of like suede. It feels like very textured. Well, yeah, so if you paint on that type of leather, most likely it will most likely be cracking, because it's not like a smooth leather surface so I think painting on suede is not a good idea, but painting on something smooth like this is a good idea. It's very smooth, so the paint can grab onto it easier. So I did not know this. I did not know that this was a more suede-y, so I just went with it. But I don't know if that's why. But you know what? I don't really regret it. I still enjoy this, and I don't know, it's okay for me if it cracks a little bit, but it's up to your discretion. So that's that. Yeah, this is just an update on that. And now I'm going to share with you why I am back in the standard TN size. So if you remember, I was in my Chic Sparrow personal size for my journaling, like private journaling, and it was so small. And let me try to get it. If I realized that I really enjoyed the size, but if I add photos, like a little Instax or whatever, it takes up like half the page. And so that's why I'm moving in back into the standard now. This is going to be like a private, personal photo keeper, I guess. And I did one collage here so far. I'm planning to add some photos, maybe, you know, throughout the notebook, just to get the photos off of my phone because they're just stuck in my phone right now. And that's what I'm planning to use this for. So basically I just have this from AliExpress. It's just like this pocket. I just have some collage paper. And then I just have some kita on this end. I just have a craft folder with some PET tape. And this is the grid notebook insert from Baumkuchen, this is Tomoe River paper. This is the thicker version, not the 52 GSM, but the other one, the thicker. I can't remember, is it 64 or something? I don't know. But just have some stickers. And at the back, I actually don't have anything in here yet. And then just a board here, pencil board for stamping, just for a smoother surface. And that's what I have in here. And I have been really enjoying collaging, and I want to continue and incorporate some of that collaging into my private journal as well. And this Midori diary is off to a good start, and I will share with you in my next video all about my Midori diary and how I've been collaging in here. And I've done a few spreads already, so I will be uploading this video next week. Yeah, so that is how I'm using this one. So if you guys have any questions, let me know down below. But yeah, I know a few of you use Traveler's Notebook, and I've been talking about Hobonichi time and time again. So I thought it was time to give some attention to these beautiful Traveler's Notebooks. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!